People were bringing little children to Jesus for him to place his hands on them, but the disciples rebuked them. When Jesus saw this, he was indignant. He said to them, "Let the little children come to me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of God belongs to such as these. Truly I tell you, anyone who will not receive the kingdom of God like a little child will never enter it." And he took the children in his arms, placed his hands on them, and blessed them. West Point, our Bible festival, seems a long time ago, but for Guy and I, it was one of the highlights of our year. For 2 years running, we made a point of visiting the kids' zones to meet with the volunteers and pray for them and the children in the few days which would follow. Back in the 1960s, we had Bible camps, also intense, I seem to remember, with flannel graphs and chorus singing. It was all very unsophisticated but deeply impacting, and I gave my heart to Jesus as a 5-year-old at one of them. As with West Point, we desire to see our kids' work across our churches valued and esteemed. It must be one of our high priorities now and into the future. Can I applaud all of those who take seriously the call to prepare and teach our children? The faithful hours you spend producing teaching material, puppet shows, songs and crafts. The disciples fell into the trap of seeing kids' stuff as less important than adult stuff. What Jesus was about was far more important than spending time with the little ones, surely. Jesus turns this on his head, giving value to children, their faith, and then using it as a lesson to us. My children have long grown, and now my delight is in my 2 grandsons, aged 4 and 6. The pain of separation at this time has been very real for me and many other grandparents. We ache to see and hug them, counting the days until we can meaningfully interact with them. Their joy in seeing us, the time to linger over a Lego or a game, seems easier than when we had children of our own. The little hand that grips ours as we take a walk, or the warm snuggle as we read a story together. They're questions about little things and also about the big things. Ours have wanted to talk about the death of their great-grandma now 3 years ago. These have turned into opportunities to talk to them about deeper things, about the God we love and of whom we long for them to love too. The trust they give to those who love them is a joy and a huge responsibility. Jesus was called upon to lay his hands upon them and bless them. We're called to do the same, literally and metaphorically, through prayer and petition. In this Restoration Shop series, it is a mistake to assume it only refers to adults. At present, all our ideas of how we teach our children have had to change to the point where even going to school is now not a given. A strain I can only imagine. Teaching our children at home is challenging, and many are longing for the day when they can return to the schools they were part of. However, let us never devalue this precious time we have with them. They will remember it all of their adult lives. Children are a blessing, whether our own or those in our churches. They are a precious entrustment, and we must take their spiritual care very seriously indeed.